Well, hello, Anastasia. Hello, everyone. My name is Alexander Vijaya. I am joined by Anastasia. And please, Anastasia, tell me a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, and so on, whatever you think necessary.
Well, hello. First of all, I'm very glad that you invited me. My name is Anastasiya Devi, and I'm a future open yoga instructor. Now I'm studying at the second stage of our International Open Yoga University in Aruna Group. So I'm glad to be here again. And about my path of yoga. It is really difficult to say when it has started, but I remember that even when I was a child, I made different poses I had poses that I enjoyed most. I had a poses that were like not so enjoyable for me, but I remember this awareness of body and as I um, invited all the different system of self-exploration, I felt like yoga system is the most systematic, so to say. It has really great tools um, to use them in your like real life, in your normal life, in your work, within your family, with your friends. So it's not only about self-exploration, it's about really interesting and enjoyable differences that you can create in your own world, so to say.
Mhm. So basically, there is no like certain period like before that you didn't know yoga, but after that you learned about yoga. So it just kind of smooth transition from one to the other. So it's like you knew yoga all your life, it seems, yes?
Yes, it felt like that, really. It felt like that. I feel like I know yoga for my many lives already. So maybe that's why it's like smoothest in
Mhm.
kind of way. And tell about yourself.
Oh, well, myself, like my story is a little bit different. Uh, I I feel like some innate uh, level that I knew yoga like not only in this life but in my previous life too. But I at the time I didn't know anything about yoga. For example, when I was a child, I didn't know anything about it, but I felt that something like mystical fantasy like attracts me, like some worlds, like that imaginary worlds with where everybody is kind, like there is no violence or like some adventure. All these things like attract me. And after a certain period of time, I began uh, being interested in yoga just because I had a certain disease that I wanted to get rid of. And
Mhm.
basically, uh, not yoga that really helped me to get rid of this disease, but the method that helped me with it. It w- was like a complete match with what yogis propose. And also, all of a sudden, I found just a no-name book, a small book on yoga, which described the methods of dealing with this disease, which were completely the same as modern medicine suggested. Like at that time, it was about
Mm.
2005, 2006, and I uh, found myself in such a situation that it's kind of um, how can it be that their like gross physical methods are so effective and all their subtle things like chakras, meditations, this can be just some a bunch of nonsense. It kind of was incoherent. So how can it be that one thing is perfect? It deals with a lot of different things and it helped me a lot. But some subtle things, it can be just somebody's figment of imagination. So it was very uh, stunning for me to find out that all these things can be also true, because at the time I was into like science. I was like a
Mhm.
scientific person, and I was like more like atheist. I didn't really need anything like subtle, inexplainable, inexplicable, whatever. But I realized that there's a whole new world around me, and I'm kind of blind to it. It exists around me, but I lived like 17 years and I didn't really know anything about it. And this is the way how I mm, developed my faith in all the subtle things through the growth level.
Yeah,
That's
I
uh-huh.
believe that this moment when you allow yourself to believe in this subtle world in the subtle energies, this allows you and allows you um, to open for yourself many opportunities in your life. So this when the magic begins.
Mhm. Sometimes there are certain things in our life that we take for granted. We don't question them. It just they are like they have always been, and
Mhm.
we don't question them. And when we begin to question the very basics of our life, we may uncover something that we have not been able to know before that. So it's like when you question the very basics of your life, like why do you do this thing? Like you have been doing this thing your whole life, and now you begin to question yourself, like why do you do it? Like why do I go to that place? Why do I talk to that person? And so on. Like, or the basic question, what do I live for? So when you question all these basic things, you might uncover something that has always been inside you, just was waiting for you this whole period of time. And so,
Yeah, this is a great deep thought.
mhm, so this is basically our stories, my story and Anastasia's story. So if you like, you can tell us your story too. Just make some video and shoot it to me, and I will watch it for sure. Thank you very much. All the details you can find on the website yogamunyoga.com. Thank you very much.